Today in the world of cannabis, lawmakers in Mexico's Chamber of Deputies approve a Senate-passed bill to legalize cannabis across the country. A Florida State Legislative Committee approves a controversial bill that would place THC caps on medical cannabis, and a New Mexico State Senate Committee advances two competing cannabis legalization bills. It's Thursday, March 11th, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, in a report by Marijuana Moment. This week, lawmakers in two primary committees of Mexico's Chamber of Deputies modified and approved a Senate-passed bill to legalize cannabis across the country, paving the way for a vote on the bill's floor. Members of the Chamber's Health and Justice panels voted 34-11 in favor of the cannabis bill, with 12 abstentions. From the iteration that passed in the Senate in November, lawmakers made some changes, though most of the core aspects remain the same. Adults aged 18 and up would still be able to purchase and possess up to 28 grams of cannabis for personal use, as well as cultivate up to 6 plants. However, among other things, lawmakers changed the legal system, commercial industry laws, and licensing policies. One of the most significant changes is that, contrary to the Senate's approval, the revised bill does not create a new, independent regulatory body to oversee the program's licensing and implementation. Instead, the National Commission Against Addictions, which already exists, would be given that authority.
And next, Tampa Bay Times reports that a controversial bill before the Florida State Legislature that would place THC caps on medical cannabis was approved by the House Professions and Public Health Subcommittee. Every Republican voted in favor of it, while every Democrat voted against it. Even if patients aren't overdosing on medical cannabis, supporters of the bill argue high-potency versions of the drug come with risks. They claim that long-term use of high-potency cannabis is linked to psychosis. The most contentious provision of the bill will limit the amount of THC in smokable cannabis products to just 10% of the plant by volume. Most smokable forms of medical cannabis today have a higher THC content than that. Except for edibles, all other forms of cannabis, such as concentrates and powders, will be limited to 60% THC. According to bill sponsor Representative Spencer Roach, the current medical cannabis system is abused so much in a way that it rings echoes of the opioid crisis.
Last up, in a report by Marijuana Moment, a New Mexico State Senate committee advanced two competing cannabis legalization bills as lawmakers work to combine a number of proposals into a single bill before the legislative deadline later this month. During the hearing, the Senate Tax, Business, and Transportation Committee unanimously passed a Republican-led Senate bill legalizing and regulating marijuana for adults 21 and over. The panel also advanced an amended version of House legislation passed by the chamber late last month by a 7-4 vote. Senate Majority Leader Peter Wirth, a member of the committee, voted in support of the remaining measures, HB 12 and SB 288, recognizing the need for lawmakers to continue working out the gaps between the initiatives. For example, SB 288 was amended to include language allowing New Mexico Native American tribes to participate in the new industry, as well as a clause allowing the state to engage in cannabis trade with other legal states if and when federal prohibition is lifted.
And that was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit TRICHOMES.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, The High Ground, or Careers in Cannabis, wherever you get your podcasts. For TRICHOMES.com, I'm Devin Leal.
And I'm David Fortin. Catch you next time.